Yo, what up, YouTube? I'm coming at you with a prank call to teen abuse hotline. So, all this shit I'm saying is obviously makeup because my girlfriend would never hit me. But, let's see where it goes.
Love is respect. Are you safe to talk right now?
Yes, is this the teen abuse hotline?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Before we get started, can I ask for your age and your gender, please?
My age and well, I'm 15 and I am a male.
Okay, thank you very much. How can I help you?
Alright, well, me and my girlfriend have been dating for a year and almost 10 months and 2 days. And, well, for the past couple of months, she's been really aggressive towards me. And it's concerning me because she's never been like this before. And it's quite concerning me because I've never seen this side of her before.
Yeah, I mean, that can be really scary to see that change. Can you tell me more about how she's been more aggressive towards you?
Well, sometimes if I don't, really listen to her, if I don't listen to her, she'll, yell at me. And she'll, yelling is kind of normal, but, she'll just yell at me and make fun of me. And it really hurts me because she says some meaningful things.
Yeah. That definitely sounds really hurtful to have her, calling you these names. How do you feel like, that you've been able to get some kind of support for this in order to, do you feel safe to talk to her about how she's been treating you?
I've tried talking to her about it, but all she does is, ignore it and say she doesn't do it. And it's kind of weird because, it scares me because she's gotten into this habit where over the weekend, she'll just walk into my house. Won't knock, won't even tell me she's coming over. It'll be 10 o'clock in the morning, and my mom likes her, so my mom will just let her walk into the house downstairs to where I sleep. And she'll just sit, and she'll just start making noises till I wake up. And it gets really annoying because I have practice over the weekends. So, I have to be up for wrestling, and all she does is come over and wake me up before I'm supposed to be up, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's not working for you. What I guess what kind of strategies have you tried to kind of have you tried to talk to her about that? You said that.
I've tried.
But how have you approached her?
Well, so, I'll just go up to her, as we're just over at my house watching a movie. Everything's all calm, and I'll try and talk to her about it. I'll tell her that I don't feel comfortable with her just walking into my house without her telling me. And it's really scary because I don't know what she could do as I'm sleeping. So I've tried talking to my mom. I live with my mom and my dad. So I'm an only child. Well, not an only child. I don't know why I said that. I have a little brother.
Okay.
And she likes to come over. And because he's 5, 6, she likes to come over and play with him. And I'm like, alright, just tell my mom that you're coming over. And she'll just knock on the door and my mom will let her in. I've tried telling my mom that I don't like her coming over if I'm not awake. And she says, oh, well, she's a nice girl, so I'll just let her in. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah, that must be frustrating that she just kind of disregards.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, she's hit me before. I live in the basement, so we have batteries and light bulbs and everything, and I do PS3 gaming, so I have a lot of games and a ginormous headset that she has broken 3-4 times before. And, every time I try telling my mom, she'll always say, oh, well, you just probably broke it because you got pissed off because I have anger issues. And she's broken my phone like 3 times. I have the iPhone. So, it costs money to replace that, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's also kind of scary that that she's broken your things before. You said that she's hit you before. Has it happened? If physical threats that happened a lot.
She doesn't like threaten me. She'll just like hit me, and it's not even a warning. And she's not a big girl, but she hits pretty hard for her size.
Yeah, and that's definitely really scary. I'm sorry you've had to go through with this. What do you see as like your next step now?
I told her that I told her she has 2 options. She can either stop, being mean and hurtful to me, or we could just stop talking in general.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that because she has a little brother and sister that are both twins, and they're 3 and 4, and they both like when I come over, so I mean, I don't want to do that.
I mean, so you have like a emotional connection with her. That's perfectly normal. But what you're describing to me definitely sounds like like it's physical abuse, and like she that she's belittling you and kind of making light of how she hurts you, and that's not. I mean, that's not okay. So, and the fact that you told her, how did she react when you told her that, it was either, change or we're not going to talk? How did she respond to that?
She did not like that one bit. In fact, that pissed her off even more. All she did was yell at me, and we were in my house, and I just told her to leave.
Were you alone when that happened?
Yeah, my mom just left the house to go to the grocery store, and I pretty much told her to get the hell out because I was tired of putting up with everything.
Yeah.
And she started crying, and I told her that didn't affect me anymore because I was tired of everything I've had to go through.
You shouldn't have to go through that. Healthy relationships should be based on equality, and that definitely doesn't sound like this relationship is equal. It sounds like you should be going through this. I'm sorry that you are. Have you felt that you said that your mother has been kind of really likes your girlfriend, and
Yeah.
And really kind of goes against what you want. Have you been able to talk to your dad at all?
My dad started at first they both didn't believe me, but when she started leaving and I had bruises on my arms and everything from her leaving, I wouldn't tell my mom because she wouldn't understand, but I would tell my dad, and now he's starting to realize the fact that she is hitting me because recently I have this cut on my arm where she threw a light bulb at me, or she was throwing light bulbs at me, and I was wearing no shirt, and I had this giant gash on my arm, and it was really scary. So
that definitely sounds really really frightening. It seems like your dad might be kind of opening up a little bit more to, the possibility that this is an abusive relationship. This is not okay for her to do. So do you have to see her at school?
Oh yeah, I have 3-4 classes with her.
Okay. So how do you usually, usually like interact with her at school?
I've asked my teacher because my teachers would put me next to her, like as the seating would go, and I've asked the teachers multiple times to be moved to a different area.
Uh-huh.
And
Have they or no?
they have 3 out of the 4 classes I am across the room, but in my other class she sits right next to me.
Okay. Well, I think it sounds like I guess what I'm wondering at this point is that do you plan on not speaking to her at all from here on out?
Right now that's what I'm kind of looking at, not speaking to her. But that's...
Yeah, I mean, I understand it can be really hard, and you don't have to make any decisions right now about what you want to do or not do. So.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just want to keep your safety in mind, because it sounds like sounds like your girlfriend is definitely physically abusive towards you.
Yeah.
That could be really hard, really difficult. Have you been able to, I guess, reach out to support from some of your friends at all?
My friends, again, my best friends believe me, but everyone else doesn't because in public she's this sweet, innocent girl, and at home, outside of school, she can be very vicious.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's definitely this kind of perception that men can't be abused by women. So that's definitely something, a struggle there, having to fight against. But but your friends who who say that do believe you and they do support you. Do you have a lot of classes with them also?
The only class I have with them is lunch.
That's okay. Well, thinking about ways to kind of keep yourself safe, especially while at school, we do have a lot of classes with her. The plan that you already kind of taken of not sitting next to her in class, and and definitely just trying not to be alone with her. If possible, you might ask your good friends to maybe walk with you, to and from class, so if you don't have classes together, but just kind of just so you're not alone with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I have to cut this call short because my phone is dying. But I appreciate the help.
Yeah. If you need to call back, you definitely can. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but that call was pretty funny for me. So I might cut this video in 2 parts because it was kind of long. So comment, rate, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter.